Ewas, Minnesota. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a run with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson. The open man is Smith. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
44, Mike, 44. Here I come. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch twist.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Evans, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Yeah, let's go second.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. On first down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it with Cook. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
I know you feel that.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun. Hey, block. 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. 12, fellas, here we go. Rush in.
To throw is Garoppolo. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's bring it. 57. I got you. 11. You better break. Let me know right now. You better break. Watch the shift.
And yet again, it's It's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Returnable now for Saunders. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Free butt. Lock. Hey, gun. 21. Rabbit. Tighten up.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11. Hey, alert! Check.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Push it back. Push it back.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got him. Watch the
Again, it's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
44, 44, Mike, 44. We got to get the ball, D, get the ball.
Jackson now. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Let's go. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the out, watch the out. 44 is the Mike.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 35-yard field.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
You got it. You got it.
It's a innovator, and it brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
44, Mike, 44.
To throw is Jackson. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
We ain't begin. Don't get nervous. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Check it back, please. Go. 44, Mike, 44. I got you.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Like 20. 12, fellas, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
We got this.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jackson to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
44, Mike, 44. You're trapped. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Are you getting the headache?
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! I got you. 12. Check. Watch 54. Oh, here we go. Oh, shift.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Check, Mike 54. I'm coming after you. 11.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. One, Omaha. 65, 65. Check.
And the blitz does come. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
One, Omaha.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up.